Hi, Mistan. Today I'll be demonstrating a client-server application where users can manage their subscriptions, extend services, and make payments. The client interacts with the server to modify subscription details and make payments. First, we'll look at a code overview. I'll talk about the server side first. The server uses sockets to handle the network, communication, and date time to manage subscription dates. We define a dictionary called services to hold the services provided with their corresponding prices. The function load subscriptions and save subscriptions are responsible for loading the user subscriptions from a file and saving updates back to the file. This ensures that the user data is persistent between server restarts. The handle client function listens for a connection from the client. It receives the user ID, looks up their subscriptions, and sends the subscription details back to the client. The client can also send updated subscriptions and payment information, which the server processes and saves. The start server function binds the server to a specific port and listens for incoming client connections. Each time a client connects, the server processes the request by calling the handle client function. Now I'll be talking about the client-side function. The client also uses socket for network communication and date time for subscription management. The services dictionary contains the available service and their prices. The client first connects to the server and sends their user ID. The server responds with the current subscription, which the client can modify. They can either add, remove, or extend services. The edit subscription function handles these operations. The client calculates the total payment for the selected services using the calculate payment function. It applies any discounts if the total subscription amount exceeds certain threshold or if the user qualifies for VIP discounts. Once the user finalizes their update, the client sends the new subscription data and the payment amount to the server. The send updates function handles this communication. The main function guides the user through the process starting from receiving the current subscription details to editing them, calculating the payment, and confirming the payment. Now, let me walk you through how the system works. First, the client application connects to the server on localhost. The user then enters their user ID. And the client sends this to the server to retrieve their current subscriptions. The server responds with the active subscription for that user at this point. And the client receives a list of the services that the user is subscribed to, along with the subscription dates. If the user has no subscription active, the server will modify them with no subscription found. Once the client has the subscription details, they can modify the client. They can modify them. The client can either add service, remove service, or extend subscriptions. For example, the client could choose to add a service, firewall service, and extend a subscription for hot site service by 1 year. The user can also choose to remove any services they have subscribed to. For example, I'll be removing hot site. Once finalized, the client then calculates the total payment based on the subscription. If the user is eligible for discounts such as VIP users like Vishnu or Charles, they receive a 15% discount. General discount of 10% is applied if the total exceeds 10K. For instance, if the total subscription cost is 15.39K, the discount will be 3.84%. 3.84K, sorry. After applying the appropriate discount, the client will see the final amount due for payment. Once the total is calculated, the client is asked to confirm the payment. For the updated subscription, if the user confirms, the total payment is sent to the server. The client can also decide to cancel or modify the updates before confirming the payment. If they choose to proceed, the server will receive the payment data and update the user's subscription accordingly. Once the payment is confirmed by the client, the server sends a message back confirming that the subscription updates have been successfully made and that the payment has been processed. The server updates the subscription details and both the client and server confirms that the transaction was successful. The system ensures that all data is consistent and that the user is properly charged for the services they have chosen. This concludes the demonstration of the client-server subscription management and payment system. The application allows users to manage their services, apply discounts based on specific criteria, and securely make payment for their subscription. Both the client and server collaborate seamlessly to process subscription updates and payments. Thank you.